Hey everybody, Robert here from robpsound.com. Hope all is well. So today we're actually going to talk about two major hacks when approaching diminished chords. So the first way is going to be how to replace it in general. So we're not actually going to play a diminished chord with the first hack, but it's going to be something good that you can keep in your bag. The second one is actually going to be like a nice little inner voice and movement, a little walk down that you can do and think about when playing your diminished chord. So I'm really looking forward to showing that one. All right. So let's say we're in the key of A flat. Okay. So I've been in A flat for the past couple of videos. Then I'll be switching to another key. So if we're doing the song like He Lives, right? Let's see. Okay. Just a basic way of playing it. I can phrase tomorrow. Some people will actually go to this sharp 4. Okay. And this is definitely needed in many settings, right? But sometimes you can actually switch it up a little bit and go to the 3. So instead of going up from that 4 to the sharp 4, we're going to go down to the 3. Okay. But what we're going to do is we're going to use circular movement. So it's going to sound like this. So I'm just going to speed it up. All right. So we're on that 4. Watch this. Because. Okay. So you see what I did? I went down to the 3, but the way I got there, I started on the sharp 4, right? But it wasn't a diminished chord. So here we go. I did this. All right. Okay. So let's actually look at that really quick. Now, there's different ways to think about this. The first way you can think of it is just what it is. You just go to the flat 5. Okay, you can play this right here. This is the chord. So if you want to play it like this, or you can just, you can separate it. So a lot of times I'll go down, play the bass, and then come up and play the chord. In this, I think what I did for the example, I did this. Okay, start from that A flat in your left hand. All right, and I'm going kind of fast because I just want to throw the idea out there, and just keep it moving. I don't want to be too long. So, and then that's when I play the bass note. Okay, so you have a couple of ways to play that sharp 9, sharp 5. I love these chords. What you could do is, though, you can look at this as a 7 of E flat. So you can think of it like I'm playing a 7-3-6 in the key of E flat. So I had a couple of questions about, wait a minute, a 3-6-2 is nothing more than a 7-3-6 in a different key, things like that. So once you get these progressions down, things just really open up. Like you start to see these different chord progressions and what they mean in certain keys. So, all right, this is your chord over that G, right? You got your G7 flat 9. All right. So here go your flat 9. But in sharp 5 right here, okay, that E flat. So here we go. So we have because. All right, I love this chord. So this can be considered your 3 in the key of E flat. But if we want to just stay with the mindset of A flat, this is your 7. All right, and in circular movement, you know that the G comes before the C. All right, you can literally look at the chart and see that. So this is pretty cool because once you learn circular movement, all of this, it makes sense, right? Let me see. So because He lived. So I'm just playing a 1 over the 3 in this case right here. All right, just like a sus2. But if you don't want to be so close, you can actually come up, right? Just kind of play your chord like that. All right, so that's really just an A flat over the C, okay? So that's one way that we can look at it, or how we can look at it. We can say instead of going to that sharp 4 and then going to the 5 maybe, like, right? We don't have to do that. We can actually do a flat 5, 7, 3 progression. Or if you want to think of it like a 7-3-6 in the key of E flat, like we discussed. Okay, so that's one way, and you really have to know when and where to put that. All right, but so let's go forward. Let's see. Okay, you have that. Man, Why did I want to do that? Okay, so I'm like, wait, so that's why I wanted to do it. So here we go. All right. And this right here, guys, that's just a nice way to get to the 5. Okay, so a lot of times people go to that flat 7, then you go the flat 6 or sharp 5. So that's the chord that I play. I don't know if you can see down here, but I'm just doing this. That's my left hand. So all right, then okay, because all right, now you have this 1 to the 4 walk up. So we're gonna get to our next diminished chord. Let me see, our future. All right, so here we go. Sometimes people do this. Okay, so you could just do that. I've heard people do once you get to that 4 and like, okay. So there go another one. So I actually wasn't planning on talking about that, but instead of going up in this case, you can actually stay on that 4 and just turn it to a minor 6. Okay, so that's actually another way. So I guess we're gonna be talking about 3 now instead of 2. But so that's one way that you can do it. But here we go. Right here. This is where I want to, go in, right? So, I go to the 5. I know I need to get to the 6, right? Because ultimately we're getting to the 2 because he lives. But before that, usually you hear this. And guys, you hear this in a lot of situations. I remember doing this in, I think with Greatest Our Faithfulness. You can do this on The Blood, right? Watch this. The blood that give us strength, right? This time we'll just do that chord, right? Diminished. Watch this. From day to, right? It will never. Okay, so there's plenty of time that you're going to find yourself doing this melody, right? Over that 6, okay? So without just being long-winded, let's just get to the movement. So we'll do this. Let me see. Where was we? So, our future. Here we go. Watch this. Get it? So this is an amazing hack. I love this hack on this diminished chord. In your right hand, all you're really doing is a major chord, then diminish. Major, diminish, right? It's just where to place it. Now, for me, I recognize the pattern. So I realized that, wait a minute, when I'm on the 6, a lot of times to get to the 2, you hear the melody, from going from the 4 down to the 3. So what I do is I just play a 4 over the 6, right? And I take this with me in different situations, okay? Or many keys. So this is really just a 4 in first inversion, really, okay? So you can think of it like that. Over your 6, you can just play the 4 in first inversion, and then, okay? Because of course we have to get to that flat 9. We have to get to, right, the diminished chord, or you can say. So here we go. I have my 4 in first inversion, okay? That's going to leave me with the melody, of that C sharp or the 4. So here we go. Once I do that, I'm going to do this. So hopefully this is not too confusing, guys. So with that, I'm thinking about the C sharp. I'm just going to start on the flat 7 of C sharp, okay? Or a tritone away from your 6. That may be easier to understand. The tritone away, that's where you're going to start from. So in this case, a tritone from F is B. Right, so 3 whole steps, 1, 2, 3. All right, this is a nice hat. So if you actually understand this is going to be really cool. So you see what I did? This is all over the 6. Okay, look at that. Now with that first inversion, you're just going to drop the F down, and then that. So you're going to keep that melody note for 2 chords. Watch this. Okay, so your next chord should be a diminished chord. So in your left hand, you just go down a half step. You should be on the 2 right now. Okay, so if you're doing this in a different key, your left hand should be on the 2 at this point. And now you should be on the a diminished chord now. So now you're not on a major chord. Okay, after that, now you're just gonna drop that top note down. Okay, now I'm just talking numbers. Your finger should be on a flat 6, a 7, and a 3. Okay, so I'm assuming that you guys are taking this to different keys, so that's why I'm talking like this. So okay, so you're still on the 2. Now you're on a different major chord, so you can look at it like I'm on over the 3. I have the 3 over the 2, a major 3, right? If we're still at A flat. Okay, so I have a major 3 in first inversion over my 2. All right, now I'm just going to do the same principle. Just going to walk that thing down, go down from the 2 to the flat 2. All right, okay, and I'm just going to drop my first 2 notes in my right hand down a half step. Okay, that's going to put us on that F flat 9. So I've already hit my bass note. So watch this. In life, okay, and then you can get to your 2. Okay, so you may need to practice that for a little bit. You may have to rewind it. Hopefully I didn't confuse you guys. Okay, because I feel like that's a major hack that you can do instead of just going to this and doing anything like that, or any type of chord you want to do. You can just say, if you pull something like that out, that'd be really cool. Okay, all right, so we'll stop there. Okay, I just want to show you guys, just those 2 things that you can do. Hopefully it brought some value. All right, don't forget to like the video. It really helps the channel. All right, and let me know if you are able to use this tomorrow, right, in service or anything like that. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.